I have to admit, oh, there goes an iguana. Look at that. He's on the run. Come here, iguana. Look at that iguana. Well, you're too little to eat. You'll be safe for now. Look at all that traffic. This is ridiculous. It's not even 4 o'clock and the cars are lined up for a mile. So I gotta go to Harbor Freight. Now, as you probably know, I could drive there, but do you think I want to sit in this traffic? Absolutely not. I'd rather get some vitamin D from the sunlight and some exercise. I'm one of those people that hates working out, unless I'm in the mode where I'm trying to build some muscle, in which case I like the idea. And again, I think it's good, especially for people that are sedentary, to consider doing some type of workout routine, especially us older guys. If you can go out there and move some weight around, you're doing a good thing for yourself. Even if you're not trying to be a pro bodybuilder, which if you want to be, that's more of a young man's game. But hey, it's good to be strong. Anyway, what I've been doing this morning, I was trying to make a few improvements in my bedroom, and I was looking something up on my computer, and wouldn't you know it, as soon as I was trying to find a certain website, my cat, who had been climbing on the light and going all over the room, he jumped up on the computer monitor like he likes to, and the webcam wasn't popped up, but I guess he was looking for it because he loves to get in front of that thing and play with the light. Anyway, what he did, as strange as it was, he destabilized it, and the computer and the monitor arm and everything came crashing down. Now, thankfully, I was right there. I was able to grab it before anything was really damaged. And that's a good thing, because believe me, it's no fun when you wreck the computer that a good friend of mine gave me to replace my old one that was too old anyway. So I took care of that problem. I ended up tearing out part of the cabinet, and using some scrap wood that I had laying around, I was able to get the repair done, stabilize the countertop. I even put the Formica back on, got it the way I wanted it, which was a good thing. Now, with that being said, there we go. Let's see if we can make it to Harbor Freight without being run over. Okay. Anyway, the last video I did was on the bicycle. I got a lot of positive comments, so I decided, let me do another one on the bicycle. Eventually, I want to do my videos from my bedroom or my new studio once I get that room cleaned out and repaired. But for now, we'll do this. One of the subjects that I've been thinking about, as I mentioned the last time, and look at this traffic, it's still backed up, is dealing with all the scammers, all the charlatans, all the whatever you want to call them. They're very common in the financial world. One of the biggest scammers I remember seeing was that old, what's his name? The fat guy, rich dad, poor dad. I saw a video on that today showing how his scams work and how his story is fake, and the money that he made is just basically from stuff that he got by selling his books and products. So with that being said, it really just adds to my confirmation. Every one of these people who are trying to sell you something is a scammer. They make their money from you, not from what they're selling. Well, actually, they are making their money from what they're selling, because they're selling you lies, and you're paying them money for it, which is ridiculous. Well, looks like that's still empty. Let's see. Go through here. Oh. Yeah, looks like somebody broke down. Okay. Anyway, if you're one of those people that feels envious. Maybe you decide to watch one of these financial flim-flammers. You know, especially if you're poor like me, you want to make some money. I've seen these people come and go. I have a list of them. You have real estate scammers like Dave Delgado, and there was that Japanese or Chinese guy, I can't remember what his name was, that he used to be with the McMansion and the bimbo girls on the yacht. Oh, Mr. Who, I don't remember. There was so many of them that have come and gone. And, you know, they had that other one, Carlton Sheets. There's just so many of them. And they're still around. These people may get exposed for a while, and then eventually they come back. Another place you can find a lot of them is on the religious channels. I got a couple of friends that like to watch that stuff with their stupid prosperity doctrine lies, and they're over there telling people that you speak things into existence and God will provide. And I always say the same thing. If God will provide, how come they're begging you for money? Evidently, you must be better than God. I'll tell you, coming through here is a pain in the neck. Well, they took out the nursery, and I guess they're going to build something for the women. I don't know. More money down the drain. There's where our tax money goes. They sure are building a lot on this old county property. I guess they got to spend the money while they got it. All that property tax money they stole from us. Unbelievable. Anyway. So, when I watch these videos, I'm actually kind of impressed at the way that people do investigations. They put things together in a clear and concise way. That's the kind of videos I want to make on my channel. I want to bring out some of what's going on, some of the frauds that are out there, and some of the other things that have just been exposed over the years. Things that were supposed to be true, which really aren't. So let's talk about the concern that I have. There's a lot going on in the carnivore space, as you know, here. And one of the things that really bothers me is the monetization of this lifestyle. The idea that you have these groups where you have to pay money to be in, private groups, special coaching, all this other nonsense, which personally I find offensive in many, many ways. There's an old principle: you receive free, you give free. Okay. Bee removal. Never know what you're going to find here. So, with that being said, what I don't want to see is the carnivore space turn into a space for scammers. This is something that would really bother me. You got these groups out there, club, tribe, gang, whatever you call it, and they all have a price of admission. It could be doctors, it could be just regular people, but it's always the same thing. You pay to play, and I'm 100% against that. Now, am I saying that it is wrong for people to sell products or services? No, I am not saying that. I do not believe that for 1 minute. If you're providing a valuable product or service at a fair price, you should be able to market that. But if you're one of those people that's taking advantage of the desperation of others, their frustration with being, for example, being poor, being out of control, or even just being unhealthy. I think in many ways that's just wrong. And again, there's nothing wrong with people getting voluntary donations or participating in something that they want to do. But to hold up conditions, if you want to do this, you have to pay this, just seems wrong to me. I don't know. Am I old-fashioned? Hard to say, but it's the way that I feel. Now again, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm saying that it's probably unethical. So, I really don't see the point. Anyway, hopefully soon. Now again, I could say in my case, it's kind of the same thing. Let's see if this is, looks like they closed this bridge. Look at this. They used to have this over here, and look, they closed it off. This used to go to the shopping center. This is very typical. Now, I don't know how they got away with this. This is a public road. How do you close off access to a public road? Amazing. Just incredible. And the more you look around this town, the more things you see that are wrong. That used to be a shortcut to the Town and Country Mall. Well, back to the subject. If you're one of those people that is looking for advice, looking for help or whatever, beware of the scammers, because they're all over the place. And in my opinion, I think we should work against them. When you find people out there that are lying to you, that are playing games, it might be a good idea to set up your own database and go after them and say, you know what? This person did this person did that, I had this experience. And they have those like wikis and other databases that you can go to. And I think for a lot of us, it's going to be important that we participate. So hopefully, once I get my internet presence a little bit stronger, I'm going to go ahead and try to be a part of that. And again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't listen to these people, but remember, if they're offering you wealth and offering you health and all these other things, take a look at what they themselves look like, act like, and where their income comes from. Because chances are, their success is coming from your suffering.